Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Grahf. So let's start from his normal form. Like you know that he is really powerful on Brave Shift form, and maybe some of you think that his normal form is not that good, but I can say you need to know what to do on his normal form because first, he is not permanent on Brave Shift form, and there is a long cooldown before you able to become Brave Shift again. Okay, so you need to spend 4 turns after back from Brave Shift. And yes, his normal form is actually quite good, especially if you fight against human and machine, because he gets that 200% human and machine killer. And for limit burst, he also has 250% limit burst damage. And if you equip it with his own STMR, that means he reached maximum limit burst damage, so pretty good. The only maybe I can say bad thing on this form is the true dual wield, because the true dual wield only 100%, so you need to search another 100%, which is quite huge. You are lucky if you have Zenaida STMR, because it gives you nice attack, raw attack on accessory, and 100% true dual wield. Okay, so very nice, and it is not bad because every 2 turns you can deal like 900 times damage per turn. It is a finishing attack, and yes, it is very easy to use. Basically, you add 4 abilities which increase 100 times damage modifier to your guided shot X. Okay, 900 times flat, easy. And yes, for human and machine killer, I mean, against human and machine enemy, you will deal insane damage. Of course, it is not as powerful as his Brave Shift or other premium finishers, but still quite nice damage on your off turn. And I don't think there are lots of battles where you will spend on your off turns. Okay, so basically on the normal form setup, this form, I mean, yeah, on let's say Dark Vision, this form is only for defensive purpose. Okay, waiting for you until reach the 3rd turn, because his strongest attack on Brave Shift only available on the 3rd turn. Okay, so this is defensive form where you won't take no damage. Okay, you can equip this with let's say elemental resist or whatever. Okay, you don't need to care much about the limit burst, because the limit burst is bad. Okay, like you can see that even with 600% limit burst damage, it only deal like 1050 times damage. So yes, it's better to save for defensive equipment, and yes, go for his Brave Shift form. So let's take a look on it. So his Brave Shift form is really insane, guys. Okay, he can reach like 9,000, 10,000 attack easily. Okay, so yeah, just try it by yourself. My Graph is still on X+1 and equip Vision card and his on Trust Mastery word, and I can reach like 9,600. Okay, very insane. If you have X+3, I believe you can reach like 10,000 or 11,000 attack maybe. Okay, very insane attack stats. And yes, the insane thing on this form is the Day of Collapse. It can deal 2,700 times damage modifier. Yes, 2,700 times. That's really insane. That's almost triple his normal form damage modifier. Okay, 900 times damage per turn. But again, like I said on the normal form review, the downside is it's only available on the 3rd turn, so you need to wait, hopefully not taking damage. Okay, so that's how you use his normal form, right? Defense, and then unleash it on Brave Shift form. But his Brave Shift form, maybe if you don't have support, you want to transform into Brave Shift form faster. Okay, because yes, first you need to increase your earth damage elemental buff. Okay, he gets an ability to do that on X plus 2. So I hope you have someone to do that for you, okay? Because yes, it's easier for that, because I mean, yeah, if you have someone that able to increase your earth damage buff or imbue you with earth, you can stay safely on normal form until the third turn. But if you don't have someone to do that, then of course you need to do it by yourself by transforming into Brave Shift form, which make you probably take damage from the enemy, right? So yeah, he need a support, okay? And after that, very easy, simply unleash the Day of Collapse and you will deal 2700, which is insane, okay? You can see the rotation here, shift, hyper mode. If you don't have, like I said, if you don't have support, because you need to get that 30% earth damage boost. And on the second turn, you can use your limit burst for 130% in peril. Okay, not for the damage, because like you can see, the damage is still suck, only 1100 times compared to the Day of Collapse. Okay, and after that, on the third turn, you use the Day of Collapse. And yes, you can get more powerful limit burst, but you need another setup. Okay, actually it is not another setup because you can combine it with hyper mode, but you need to be on X plus 2 to unlock the 80 plus damage boost for your limit burst. So yeah, I don't think it's that needed, okay? It's better to stay safe on the normal form for the first and second turn, and then on the third turn, boom, the Day of Collapse. Okay, remember, this is for World of Vision guide, where you don't want to take damage. Okay, if you can take damage, then yeah, it's probably not that important, okay? So that's how you use him on the Brave Shift form. Now let's compare him to other premium finisher. So if you compare him to premium finisher like Sephiroth, then of course I can say that Grahf is better in terms of attack stats. Because wow, his attack stats is simply insane. It is even without premium equipment. Okay, so for you who have premium finisher, you want to get their X plus 3, because of course on X plus 3 they gonna unlock their special vision card, which gonna make their attack stats insane. But for Grahf, you don't need to do that. Okay, sure, on X plus 3 he also become insanely powerful, but the point here is on X plus 1 he gonna really outclass all your premium finisher. Okay, and remember, because he doesn't need weapon and armor piece, he is easier to gear. And the best part is he has flexible element. Okay, so yeah, just imagine Sephiroth, Dark, Auron, Wind. Okay, so this Grahf, wow, flexible. It is really, really good. Okay, I really recommend you to pull him if you are newbie, or yeah, because it's flexible, guys. Okay, you can use him on many situations. The downside is, of course, you need to wait until the third turn. Unless, of course, you have Roka, because Roka can fasten his action. Okay, so Grahf can act faster. And after you go back into normal form, you need to wait for 4 turns. But again, Grahf and other premium finishers are made for content like Dark Vision. So really, guys, I don't think you will need to worry that much about this. This was really problem back then when it is on trial, when the FFBE is trial focus. But now it's burst damage burst focus. So this cooldown maybe not that important. Okay, and maybe some of you still say, oh, Grahf suck. Okay, because he cannot take advantage from weapon in peril. Yes, okay. Yes, I know about that. After all, I don't think Gumi is that stupid, okay, to make 10,000 attack with weapon in peril. I know they simply pump up the numbers to compensate other aspect. and this is one of them. Okay, so yes, to be fair, I know that he can take advantage from weapon in peril, but again, no characters can reach like 10,000 attack except for Grahf on this game. From what I know, okay, I don't know if you able to, let's say, reach 10,000 attack using Sephiroth, I don't know, okay. But at this time, Grahf, so Grahf kind of compensate that. Okay, and yes, Grahf also still need indestructible like because he only get 100% chain modifier cap on Brave Shift form, and it is really important to maximize his damage output. Okay, so yes, I can say he is still the best finisher on this game at this point because flexible element. Okay, I don't compare the damage, the real damage for Sephiroth, let's say Sephiroth against Grahf, but I believe Grahf is more powerful. Not sure how much, but judging from the damage modifier, Grahf is insanely good. 2,700 versus, let's say, 2,100. And remember, for you Sephiroth to reach that 2,100, you need to get 300% limit burst damage buff, which is not all characters able to do that. For Grahf, he doesn't need something like that, okay? Because he comes from normal attack, and boom. Okay, so that's all for the comparison. My conclusion for Grahf. So of course, I'm gonna give him 10 out of 10 because yes, he is very powerful. And the most important thing is flexible physical DPS. Okay, and easy to gear and nice for new players. So if you just start play FFB, you don't need to confuse, okay? Try to get Grahf. Okay, you don't need to worry about, oh, I get Sephiroth, but oh, this boss, I cannot deal damage to him because he resists against dark. No, you don't need to have that problem with Grahf. Grahf is flexible. And he is strong against machine and human. 200% with his Trust Mastery Word and ID STMR. ID Trust Mastery Word, I mean, which you should have. He gonna has 300% on both machine and human. Amazing, right? The only downside for Grahf, I can say, is his Trust Mastery Word, STMR, and Vision Card are only good for Xenogears unit. For the Trust Mastery Word, it is self-explanatory because it can only be equipped by Xenogears characters. For the STMR, actually, I can say it's quite good. 60 attack, 50% limit burst damage, but again, on the global, we have class of wheel equipments. So that totally outclassed this type of equipment. Okay, so yeah, not something I'm gonna chase. For Vision Card, it is also same. It is only good for Xenogears character. Okay, so yes, maybe that's the only thing that make him maybe 9.5. But for the character himself, it's 10 out of 10. Flexible, awesome. Okay, so yes, my last tip for you is, yes, Roka. Roka is really the best partner for him, okay? Because she can imbue Earth, which is his main element. Yeah, basically, he is flexible, so you don't need to have Roka. But the good thing about Roka is, because Roka can fasten his cooldown ability. So you may able to deal the Day of Collapse on the second turn. Not me, okay? But we'll able to do the Day of Collapse on second turn. Okay? Because her Granny's ability. Okay, so yes, I think that's all you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Grahf Guide. Bye bye, guys.